Welcome to Pilates Fusion. This class is a fusion of Pilates, yoga and ballet. You may have been to my classes before and be familiar with what we're going to do, but if you have never done it before, I will give a thorough explanation of what we are doing through each move. Choose a level to suit you. Whether you're a beginner or more advanced, there is always an option to suit your level of ability. You will need plenty of space around you and a mat. If you haven't got a mat, you may be able to do it on your rug or your carpet as long as it's not too deep a pile underneath your feet. And we usually do this class barefoot if possible. You'll also need a drink nearby, and you may need a small towel. Sometimes people like to pop a towel underneath their head or their hip to support them in some of the floor exercises. Most of all, enjoy this hour of you time, a time to switch off and engage mind and body together. And that's where we'll begin, with your posture, your core engagement and our warm-up. We begin with our feet turned out in ballet first position, heels together and toes turned out. Turn your tailbone down to the floor so your pelvic bowl is in neutral alignment and not tipped forward or back. Bring your arms into lower first position from ballet with your thumbs tucked in and a little bend in your elbows. Now bring your shoulder blades flat on your back so they are not grounded and your shoulders are low. Your neck is long and your ears reach up to the sky. And now if you'd like to, you can join me in closing your eyes, and with your eyes closed you become aware of your posture. Feel all 10 toes connected to the floor, the soles of your feet pressing into the floor without any heavy pressure points. And then we stack our joints, ankles under knees, knees under hips, hips directly underneath the first bone of your rib cage. Your chest is open and expanded, your shoulders over your hips, your neck long and your ears reaching for the sky, so that your body feels tall but also grounded. And with your eyes closed, you'll feel your body gently swaying, and we use those sways to center ourselves. And now focus on your breath, a deep and purposeful breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. So this breath does not just flow into your chest, but all the way down through your torso. And now you engage your core by lifting up on your pelvic floor muscles, up and in, and drawing back and in on your abdominal muscles, drawing your belly button to your spine and knitting in all of the abdominal muscles to create a switched on cylinder at the center of your body. And now open your eyes and focus forward, and we begin to warm up with pliés in first, breathing in and out with a big turn out on the knees but not lifting the heels from the floor. And arms go from first into ballet second, keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips and a deep bend on those knees. So we are gently bringing warmth into the ankles, knees and hips and the shoulders as we breathe. Full and purposeful breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And on this next one, let's stay out and hold, and now releve. That's up onto your toes with your heels lifted, stretching yourself as tall as you can. Keep those abs in tight and lower. Lift your heels, go into a full plie, and you go as low as you can and control the lift. So you don't have to go all the way to the floor, you just go as low as you can while controlling the lift back up. That's 2 pliés, full pliés in first. Heels down, step out into second position and turn your toes out, and plie in second with a nice deep bend on your hips. And you might find your hips click a little bit here as we start to warm them up, but that clicking in the hips soon goes as we bring the warmth into the hip joints. And as you plie in second, use that full and purposeful breath. Oxygen is energy. You breathe well now, it clears your mind, ready for this hour of restorative you time. And can we go a little deeper on that second position plie? And stay out. Now releve, lift up onto all 10 toes, reach up and stretch overhead. And don't worry if you wobble, Just try and get your balance again, regain it, hold your core strong. And lower, deeply in, nice and low. Travel up through first, open in second, hands to hips. Now move into your side to side lunge. You may want to step your feet out a little bit wider here. I always have a really wide stance beneath me, and that gives me room to go into a deep lunge and bring that warmth into the legs. And here on the video you will hear an emphasis on the exhale from me, and you can do the same. So we're using our lungs like bellows. An active breath giving us energy. And if we look down here, we can see that our knee is travelling over the line of our ankles towards the end of our toes. Keep your shoulders stacked on top of your hips. Again, draw in on the belly button back to the spine. And then we're going to hold it right here, so we have a knee bend and a straight leg on the other side. Now reach from the floor, stretch up, across the room, shoulders down, big stretch, from fingertips across your body. Push into that knee bend a little deeper. And now turn your feet. And we're turning both feet to the short edge of your mat, leaning forward, squeezing in your abs, dropping those shoulders, and we're pushing into a long calf stretch at the back. Feel that gentle, warm and stretch on the back leg. And then take your arms up, palms forward, step back and go into a lunge on the back leg. We don't want to drop that knee too low, but we're creating that right angle there, and we're reaching up with the fingertips, and we're going to do a push down for 8 with the back knee. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, circle, touch the floor, extend back long into a runner stretch behind you. So now, if you need to modify and make this stretch easier, put your knee on the floor. Whichever position you hold, take a big inhale, push it down into your hip flexors. Such a good stretch on the glutes and the hips. And bring both feet together. Keep a little bend on your knees, put your hands onto your thighs, breathe in, look up and tip your pelvis up so you're making a soup bowl out of the bottom of your spine. Now exhale, bring your chin into your chest, drop your arms and slowly roll up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Draw your abdominal muscles in all the way up, with your arms and your head just hanging, and feel that gentle stretch and warm through the whole of your back. When you get to the top, drop your shoulders, lift your chin, stand tall, take a breath in this tall position. And now move back into your side to side lunge. Really wide stance below you with turned out toes, and you see that your shoulders are travelling with your hips. Big move side to side as you breathe, and continue that on for me there. Nice side to side lunge, squeezing in the abs. Legs feeling a little warmer and looser already. Not so much heaviness in your thighs. And stay here. So we're on the lunge on the other leg. Arms from the floor, reaching up, shoulders down. And it's that big pull across your upper body and drawing in on the abs. Big squeeze there. So your whole body is working together in that side lunge. And then turn. Pushing your back heel down. Now make sure you've not got to turn out on this back foot. Lean forward, squeezing in the abs. So here your abdominal muscles at the front are supporting your lower back behind. And reach up, palms forward. Step back into that lunge on this side, and you do want to keep your shoulders pulled right back over your hips to create the stretch here through the quads and into the hip flexors. Now push down for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold, circle, touch down, extend back long. Now remember, don't tuck your chin in. Your neck is an extension of your spine. We want that long neck travelling down through the spine and into the hip flexor. Just connect with that stretch for a moment and bring your feet together. Keeping that bend on the knees and hands to thighs. Breathe in, look up and tip your pelvis up behind you. That's such a nice stretch on your hamstrings and up into your glutes and lower back. Exhale Inhale, chin to chest, drop your arms, drop your head, and we roll up. And we stack each vertebrae of the spine, and it's like lifting a string of pearls up from a table. And they each drop one on top of the next and into their natural positioning. Lovely way to stretch out your back. Drop your shoulders, lift your chin, stand tall, and take a breath right there. Okay, we're ready now to go on to our main exercises. And we're ready to go now with our Pilates rocker. So turn your tailbone down, take your arms up and make a cross with your shoulders low. Here we bend in centre, we lift with a tap. Centre to the other side. And we always have that same bend, equal bend on both knees, pushing down through the hips. And when you pull up from your core. Feel that rise and lift from your centre rather than your legs doing the work. And if you want to make it harder and more of a challenge, you push lower into that plie turn out squat. If you find it harder and want to make it a little less challenging, pop your hands by the side of your ears and do a smaller bend. And use your breath. And this one, we're going to hold it here. And we have this upward pull. Pulling up and then lifting the toe from the floor. And tipping over to the side. Go as far as you can and keep your balance. If you lose your balance, pop your toe on the floor and have another go. Can we pull up that leg a little higher? Pull it up high as you can. We're going to feel some heat there. Pop that toe down. And we're now doing a diagonal stretch across the body from opposite leg to opposite arm. Feel that pull stretch. And then exhale, draw the knee and the elbow together. Exhale diagonally across the body. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, contract. Inhale, stretch away. And the advanced people, we're going to contract. Then we're going to keep the toe off of the floor. And squeeze, contract, engage, and extend. So beginners, pop your toe on the floor. Advanced, keep that leg off the floor. And if you want to make it harder, let's advance from the hip. So the extension is right there at the hip. Now take your time so that your muscles have time to contract, get into position, squeeze and contract, lengthen out. And on the supporting leg, we feel so much heat now. Ankle, calf, knee, hip. One more, contract, extend, foot down, arm down, and shoulder roll front to back. We're already feeling warmer. Let's go to the other side. Check, tailbone down, pelvis slightly pressed forward, in on the core, up with the arms, shoulders down, away from the ears. Central bend and tap. Eyes forward. We always keep that neck long and the shoulders away from the ears, so we're not creating unnecessary tension up in the neck. Pull up from the centre. Can you push down a bit deeper for me in that plie in centre? Make it a challenge for yourself. We want your legs to work hard today too. Hold this one, point that toe. Feel the upward pull, so you're lifting out of your supporting hip. Take the leg from the floor and over to the side. And again, you just go as far as you can and stay balanced. When you've got it, lift that leg high as you can. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Toe down, stretch. Big stretch across the body. I'm feeling that in the rib cage. What about you? Through the abs, down to the lower back too. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, really slow, contract and squeeze. You are creating the resistance in your muscles. Advanced people, you know what to do. We're going to try our very best to keep that toe off the floor. We're going to make that supporting leg work hard today. We're strengthening the core from the inside out. And contract. Extend. Advanced people, do you want to try a hip extension? So we're going to come up and extend out at the hip. Exhale, inhale, stretch. 2 more then. Big squeeze here. And exhale to come together. Hip extension advanced. Foot down, arm down. And that shoulder roll there. Well done everybody. And bring your feet together now. Take your toes forward. There is a gap about 1.5 of your feet's distance. With your tailbone down, we're going to go into a palm tree. Arms up, palms facing each other. Reaching upward, squeezing in the abs. And we exhale, palm tree to the side. Inhale, lift. No rotations. All directly to the side. It's a lateral movement. Exhale. Inhale. And we'll do this one more time. Exhale. Now as you inhale, swing those arms, keep them moving, and step out into a side lunge. Now I'm going to touch the floor, I'm going to look back at my fingertips over the shoulder. If you can't touch the floor, just in the air, but toward that bent knee, as I'm demonstrating now. And then we're going to swing it back around, follow that same path into exhale, palm tree. Inhale, take it round, step wide, lunge, look back at fingers. And bring it up. Keep those feet parallel at the top. Exhale, inhale. And we lengthen the body, we stretch into the muscles, we take that down, we have that contraction and stretch and rotation. So we're using the body in its functional movement patterns. It's not just up and down, there's rotation. We're increasing the range of movement in the shoulder. Also, it's a very relaxing exercise flow. And one more. Palm tree, exhale. Inhale, take it round, look back at the fingers. And lift. And lower with the arms. And then shrug. Sometimes you just need to shrug that tension out of your shoulders. And we're going to do it on the other side. So let's again check foot stance, parallel feet. Arms up, palms forward, tailbone down. Squeeze in those abs, exhale. Palm tree, no rotations. And you know your own body and the right level for you. So don't go so far that it's twinging at all, it's just into a good stretch. A stretch that feels good for your body. Exhale, lift. Exhale. And getting that breath to match your movement can be very calming, very stress relieving. One more, exhale. Now I'm going to carry on with the arms all around. Step out into lunge, look back at those fingers. And again, you just lunge as deep as you comfortably can. Doesn't have to be all the way to the floor. Exhale. Inhale. And we'll stay up at the top, arms down, and shrug. And now let's go into a ballet raise. So we stand diagonally on our mat and we point the big toe behind us. We turn the tailbone down to the floor in this position and arms up into ballet first. Keep your shoulders stacked on top of your hips, your leg long behind you without any bends in your knees. And lift this leg as high as you comfortably can behind you without moving your upper body. So it looks like this. Should we do it together? 8, touch down lightly. 7, 6, 5, 4, squeeze in those abs. 3, 2, 1. Now take your arms into second. Lift your foot, flex your heel, turn your foot. So the side of your foot's going to lift behind you, not to the side. And it goes pulse, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ballet fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, center plie. And lift to the other side. Point that big toe down, tailbone down, shoulders low. Lift, lower, no movement in the chest. Your body is tall. Think balletic, graceful, long and elegant lines. 6, breathe. 7, 8, arms in second. Lift, flex, turn your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, center plie. We're going to do that set one more time for this side. Lengthen your body up high, shoulders down. 1, no bending that back knee. 2, 3, don't forget your long breaths. 4, 5, bring in that oxygen. 6, 7, 8, into second. Lift, flex, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plie. Big deep bend there. Lift to the other side. Squeeze in those abs, drop those shoulders. 1, 2, high as you can with no upper body movement. 4, 5, big toe just touches down. 7, 8, into second. Lift, flex, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plie center. And you might want to have a little sip of water there after those last 3 exercises. Okay, we're ready to come down to the floor now. So here we're going to take our feet apart, so our ankles are under our knees and knees are under our hips. And we're going to hold on to an imaginary oar of a boat. So this is going to be slightly wider than your shoulders apart. You're holding onto the oar as if you were going rowing down the river. So you're going to lean back, keep your chin off of your chest, squeeze in your abs, and you're going to dip as if into the resistance of water. So it goes dip, lift, dip, lift. Create a resistance, push, lift, and push. 4 more times, wider than your shoulders on the hold. 3, 2, and 1. Hold that lean back if you can, and fast dips for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift to release. Now just lean over your legs, let your lower back release and take a breath. Now grab hold of that oar again. Wider than those shoulders, take it back, chin off of chest. Now I'm going to lift one leg this time. You've got the option of lifting one or both legs, or keeping both feet on the floor. So it's up to you. Are you ready? Dip, contract and squeeze. 2, as if you're pushing into that resistance that water gives you. And 4, we'll do 4 more, I'm going to swap legs. 4, 3, have you got a big lean back here? I'm feeling those abs working now. 1 more. 1, should we go for 8 fast ones? Should we go both feet up? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit. Let go, breathe. And take your legs down flat with your heels towards the edge of your mat. Now take your arms up parallel to your legs. Take a deep breath in, sit on top of your seat bones. As you exhale, slowly roll down through your spine, keeping your chin off of your chest the whole way down. That's a tough thing to do, but we're really going to make that effort. Keep the chin off of the chest. How slow can you go to the floor? Super slow today. Really taking the time. Now go into a pencil stretch. Make your body as long as it will go in a pencil. And as you exhale, come up into a ball. Bring your chest to your knees. Big squeeze up at the top. So we don't tuck the head in, it's chest to knees, not head to knees. And we extend for 2. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2. Make a ball, make a pencil, make your body long, and on the inhale, come back up to seated. We're in seated position again. Advanced people, we're going to roll down through the spine, keeping your arms in line with your ears the whole way down. Give it a go, try it out. Slow roll down. Pencil, ball, chin to chest to knees, not chin to chest. Chest to knees, big squeeze. Inhale for 2, 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 1, 2. Make a ball, make a pencil. And now bring your opposite arm to leg up to the middle. Opposite arm to leg, up and down. Other side, opposite arm to leg, up and down. Now can we do the same thing? But this time we're going to let that leg hover off of the floor. And lower. And the other side. Now squeeze and contract through the centre and let it hover off of the floor and lower. Now you can do this with a bent knee to make it easier, or you can do the advance, which I'm going to do now, which is both legs, both arms, and squeeze, contract in the middle. Keeping the head on the floor, lowering slowly under control all the way down. Well done. Now did you hold your breath doing that? We should be making sure we control the breath. Let's do it one more time. So you can stick with one leg, one arm, or both together, and pull up and squeeze in the centre and slowly down. Well done. And bring your hands by the side of your hips. Bring your feet in, and we're going to do the Pilates corkscrew. So you take your feet up, flex your heels, and now we're going to take a circle all in one direction. Inhale round, exhale lift. Now if you find it quite hard, then keep the circle high and small at the top. But if you want to make it more challenging, take it lower and bigger. The main thing here is that you must make sure your lower back stays in contact with the floor. If your lower back's lifting, then your abs aren't doing the work, your back is. So we need to keep the work in the abs. Contract the core and circle for 4. Inhale round, exhale lift. 3 more. All this work in the abs. Inhale round, exhale lift. And 2 more. See how that big exhale helps with the lift at the end. And should we go back the other way? Have a little rest if you need to, or let's go again. Inhale round, other way now. Exhale lift, keep that back on the floor, squeezing those abs. Inhale round, exhale lift. Woo, feel that working. Inhale round, big exhale. And just one more. And then we'll bring the knees in again. Hug them in close, just to release any tension in the hips there. Good work everybody. Pop your feet to the floor and we'll go into a bridge. Peel your hips upward. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Really squeeze and press with the pelvis. Get the weight across your shoulders, not your neck. And then you've got the option of staying exactly where you are or taking this into a single leg bridge and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot down, push up. If you want to make it advanced, take your arms over your head so we create a longer lever. And bring up the other leg and hold. Knees the same height, pointed toe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot down, pelvis up, squeeze at the top. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your pelvic floor. Get that weight across the shoulders. And lift the foot, opposite side again. Point the toe, knees the same height, and hold it static. No movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot down, push up. And last time now. and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot down and push and lower. And bring your knees in. Take your arms out to the side, palms pressing down, and drop your knees gently over to one side and look the opposite way. And bring your knees to centre with your shoulders touching the floor, and drop your knees over and again look the other way. And lift, feet down, drop your knees to the side, and we're going to come over to lie on our sides now. And we're going to do an oblique raise. So here you're going to lie with your legs long, pressing your pelvis forward. And what we need to do is make sure that we aren't sticking our hips out at all behind us. So you're tucking your glutes in, you're resting your head on your arm, you're using the other palm to sit in front of your chest to stabilise you. And we breathe in, we lift both legs, we lift our body and we look towards the toes, over the top of the legs rather than in front. And on the exhale we slowly lower down. And again, inhale, lift. Up and over the side of the legs. Feel that big contraction on the obliques on the top. And exhale, slowly lower down. And inhale, lift. Legs stay together, look at the toes. And lower. And we're going to do it one more time. Inhale, lift. And this time, bring your top leg up and hold it still. Bring the bottom leg to meet it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower. And roll over to your front. We're going to do that set again on the other side. But first, let's do a plank. And we're going to tuck the toes under. Come up into plank position. You can hold your plank on your knees if you prefer. Make sure that your hips are not sticking up, squeezing your abs underneath you. And hold. Now I'm going to get you to just hold that plank for about a minute. You can come down at any point should you need a little breather. Especially if your back hurts, make sure you do come down if that's the case and let your back rest before trying again for a few more seconds. So I'll finish this plank off with you there. So the whole cylinder around your core is supporting you in that plank. And you're breathing with deepness, slow and controlled on the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring your knees in. Stretch out your arms in front of you. Rest your head between your arms. Inhale, let your back expand. Exhale, release. You can close your eyes here for a moment. Just enjoy that feeling of the oxygen flowing through your back. So this is a yoga recovery position. It's a great one to do when you just need to connect mind and body and be aware of the energy flow. And we're ready to go into that oblique exercise on the other side now. So let's stretch out that arm long and we're going to tuck the pelvis forward. We'll get nice long legs, pointed toes, rest that hand in front of your chest and breathe in, lift and look over at the toes again. And slowly down on the exhale. So the controlled lower are just as important as the lift. And breathing in. And breathing out. Should we do 2 more? Big lift this time, really push it up. And just 1 more now. Breathe in, lift. Lift that top leg and pull up. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower. And come over to lie on your front. So we're going to do the Pilates swimming exercise now. So we're going to press pelvis down into the floor, creating those long lines through the legs. Take your arms up, palms face down. And nose almost touching the floor right now. And as we breathe in, we lift both arms and legs off the floor and we go into an up and down motion. Tight up and down motion without any rotation in the hips or spine. Remember to breathe. Tight pose there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and lower. Deceptively difficult that one and really challenging. And now if you find that one quite hard, you can just do the leg part without the arms and that'll make it a little bit easier. Should we try it one more time? Take your arms out long, palms face down. No bends in your knees as you lift. And breathe in, legs and arms come up together. And that tight up and down motion again. Keep it really controlled. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and lower. And just let your back relax. And we're going to pull up. Okay, so I'm going to do a version of a press up with you now. So what we want to do with this one is choose either a box press up, they're the easiest versions. So with your box press up you want lots of weight over your chest, coming into your arms. Elbows out to the side, hands underneath your shoulders. Then you've got your modified press up, so you've got your ankles crossed, and here shoulders, hips and knees are in a diagonal line. And then you've got your full press up position on your toes. Now we're not going to do ordinary up down press up. I'm going to change it up a little bit for more control and to work the slow twitch muscle fibres before your fast twitch muscle fibres. So really working the whole of the muscle group that we're on. So we're going to do chest, biceps, triceps as well. And here we're going to go down to 3, up to 3. So that's our slow part. Down for 3, up for 3. Are you ready with me for 6? Down to 3, up to 3. And don't worry if you haven't got a very big bend in your elbows. As long as you're bending under control slowly and lifting in the same way, then that's perfect. That's 3, halfway there. Down to 3 and up to 3. 2 more. Don't forget, if you can do it on your toes, even better. And 1 more. Down to 3 and up to 3. Good work. And if you just sit back for a moment, bring your thumbs up to the front and then rotate the thumbs, take them back, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Stretch across the chest and into the back. And now we're going to do that same exercise, but we're going to do it fast. So we're just going to do 6 press-ups, low as you can, full speed. Ready? 6 press-ups, nice and fast. Create that same technical abilities there. So you're doing all of the movements in the same way as we did slowly, but we're just speeding it up. So get that good position and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well done. And then what we will do is bring the thumbs up, sit tall, and exhale. Okay, let's come onto our hands and knees with our hands under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. Take the opposite arm to leg out. We want the wrist at shoulder height and the ankle at hip height. Hold, contract underneath you. Take the time to lengthen into the fingertips and into the toes. Hold your balance steady. And now contract underneath you with an exhale, elbow to knee. Don't take your head inside, keep your neck out long. Inhale. And exhale. Contract underneath you. And lengthen out on the inhale. 2 more. Contract. And go long. 1 more. Contract. And go long. Hand down, flex your heel. Pulse up for 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, knee down. On to the other side. So that other ankle now up at hip height and the other hand. Lengthen out while contracting and squeezing through your core. Exhale. Inhale, go long. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more, exhale. Inhale. 1 more, exhale. Inhale. And hand down. Get that weight between all 3 points of contact with the floor. Flex the heel. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee down. We're going to take the legs back down long. We're going to come all the way to the floor with the hands in by the side of the chest, shoulders low, and into a Pilates swan. Breathe in, push up. Just come to where feels good for your lower back. Drop your ear to your shoulder, then centre. Ear to your other shoulder, centre. Circle with your neck, and exhale to lower. And again, inhale, push up. Keep your arms close to your body. You can lift your pelvis from the floor. Hand ear to shoulder. Circle. And lower. And inhale. Ear to shoulder. Ear to shoulder. Neck circle. And lower. And then pushing into your hands by the side of your chest, come back again into our yoga recovery position and stretch your fingertips right away from your hips. And now to increase the back stretch for the lumbar region, walk both hands off one side of your mat, but keeping your hips still so you're stretching from your fingertips down into your hips on that diagonal line. And then walk your fingertips across centre again and over to the other side, and again hold and stretch. So increasing that stretch down one side. And bring yourself around to seated slowly. So here we're going to sit with our legs stretched out straight in front of us, right up on top of the seat bones, and we're going to do the Pilates saw. So take your arms up, keep your shoulders low. Breathe in, rotation round, exhale down to the toes. Hinge at the hips. Inhale, rotation, and use that breath to last you the whole way round on the inhale. Exhale, lower. Keep that tension out of your neck. Inhale. This is a really good breathing exercise as well as a great rotational stretch for your core because it encourages you to breathe in for as long as you possibly can on this slow rotation before exhaling to the end of the breath. Now I also really love the hamstring stretch on this one. You've got that big back of your leg stretch along with the breath and along with the rotation on the upper body. It's just a really wonderful seated exercise to do. Inhale round, exhale drop, no bends in the knees, and inhale rotation, and exhale drop, and lift. And then we're going to bring our palms together and our elbows together, and we're going to do the prayer and reach exercise. So here it's really important that your elbows do touch, otherwise you won't get the same benefit. And we're just going to do an upward pulse. Now remember, drawing those abdominal muscles right on top of your seat bones. Upward pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's not down, up, but it's just up, up, up. Keep it going, up. Breathe. Feeling that warmth now, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and open. Feeling lots of heat there in the shoulders and the arms. And shoulder roll. And let's get ready to do a Pilates mermaid. So we take one leg behind and one leg in front with the knee bend. If you feel uncomfortable sitting with a hip turn out on the back knee, then bring your knees round to the front to do it with a full 2 knees at the front, but the same on the upper body and arms. And bring up this arm, so we have the same arm as the bent knee at the front. Big breath in, and as we take the arms over, we drop the chest between the arms, exhale. Inhale, over, over, stretch. Exhale, down, down, lower. And now we're really going to start to make this flow. So there's no start, no stop. It becomes a fluid, constant motion. And this is one of those exercises that's actually a really good stress reliever. This Pilates Mermaid on its own is fantastic to do if you just need to take a few minutes for you and match your breathing with your movement. Inhale, over, over, exhale, hand down, chest between those hands. And then at the top, we're going to stretch over, take the hand down, and now just give me that shoulder roll front to back. Just always releases any tension you are holding from the shoulders upward. Let's go on and do this on the other side. Now make sure you're right on top of your seat bones and you've not got all the weight pressed onto one leg. And bring up the same arm as that front bent knee. Big sit up tall, inhale, take it over. Exhale, hands down, chest between hands. And again, let's get into a flow with this, a fluid motion. And then leave that arm up at the top, take it down and shoulder roll to release. And bring your legs back around to the front. So here I'm going to sit with my legs crossed, but you can keep your legs out in front, whatever's more comfortable for you. And I'm going to keep the shoulders low and drop ear to shoulder and take one hand over your head and rest it on the side of your head. And just the weight of that hand there is going to give a gentle pressure, a gentle stretch on the neck without pulling on your head at all. Just allow the weight of that hand to naturally stretch your neck as you breathe. And then we'll let that go and drop your ear to your other shoulder and take the hand across your head and rest the weight of your hand on your head. Again, you're going to feel that lovely gentle stretch without pulling, without forcing it. It's just a natural stretch through the neck. It's only when you do stretches like this that you realise that some parts of your body are quite tense and are really in need of a good gentle lengthen out. And finally, with this upper neck stretch, we're going to link the fingers together, rest them on the back of your head and dip your chin into your chest. And again, the weight of your hands is going to gently pull your head forward without any pushing. And let go there. And take a nice deep breath. Now, ordinarily in my classes, what I would do now is tell you to prepare yourself for your relaxation with me. But what I'm going to ask you to do today is to stop this video and make sure that you're on my YouTube channel and choose one of the 2 relaxation videos that are there. So have a sip of your water once you've paused this video and choose one of the 2 relaxation videos from my YouTube channel. Thank you everybody for joining me so far.